anyway, so we were talking about the spoofing cell phones. This is what we called you about, because this is a big deal. If you receive a phone call from a number that you do not know, don't pick it up. Isn't that the bottom line?
Don't pick it up. And what we found out is not only are these numbers, I know that it may be a no-brainer to not pick up a 00000 number. And a lot of people don't pick up private numbers, but some of these calls are actually coming from what appear to be Chicago area code numbers that may be 312 or 773. So, I mean, I don't know about you, but I may answer those numbers.
And what happens if you do?
Phone.
What happens if you do?
Well, you answer the phone, and on the other line, it's usually an automated recording. It's hitting the Chicago area very hard right now. I have a lot of friends that have got these calls. And right now, the one that's popular, I'm sure there's 100 different versions of these, but right now the one that's hitting hard is the Chase card scam, where they're asking for your credit or check card, saying that your Chase card has been locked or compromised, and they need your numbers to reactivate it. Surprisingly, there are people that could fall for this, and if people weren't falling for it, they wouldn't be doing it. So I think most people hang up, but a lot of people may not.
And Jason, if you called back the number, if you just let it go to your voicemail, then they don't answer, right? It'll just go to a voicemail, or it just won't answer.
I called it back. Yeah, it just went to a voicemail, and surprisingly, I just got transferred to another voicemail. I thought by calling it back that they would actually ask me there would be someone on the line to ask me for my number.
So they're spoofing people's cell phones here or other phones here to make it appear as though it's a local phone call. And this might be people somewhere else in the world with evil intent about stealing your credit card information.
Yeah, they can be anywhere. And I actually did a lot of research contacting the FCC and the FTC about it. As you know, not everything makes the story, but they did point to one specific case where they actually shut down an operation overseas in Thailand, and they said consumers lost $1.1 million, but they're still looking for this guy, and they fined him $20 million, and they're searching for him, avoiding extradition, and but there's a lot of people that they'll never find. So they're really counting on consumers to be smart, be savvy. What you should do when you get any of these calls at all is just immediately hang up. And if you really want to reconfirm or confirm again, you can call the number on the back of your credit card or check card.
Okay.
And just to make sure, if you are worried or hesitant at all.
Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for people calling your phone and trying to get information about anything that is sensitive that could cost you money.
Yeah, and if you do call the number back, here's another tip. They have an option where they say press 2 to be taken off the list. You should not you shouldn't call back at all. And if you do call back, don't press that number, because according to the consumer experts we talked to, then they may not really take your number off the list. They're just regenerating it, and they may call it again.
Or may spoof your phone, right? Because what they can do then
I got calls that there's no people getting calls from their own phone.
Yeah. Because what they do is then they spoof your number. They're able to, and all that is another phone line that's sending the signal to the caller ID signal that says it's you, and it's not you. They've come up with it because they know it's a hot line. They know it's an active line. Huh. All right, Jason, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jason.
Thank you.
All right, Jason Knowles, ABC7. You can see more of his spoofing story tonight on the ABC7 News.